Hi guys, my name is Aniston. Welcome if it's your first time here, or welcome back if you've been here before. Either way, I'm so excited to have you here. If you can't tell, I do sound a little bit hoarse. I've been singing a lot recently, so please bear with me if my voice is going out. But I have something that I'm so excited to talk to you guys about today. Whenever I was trying to figure out what the Lord wanted me to record on, I kept thinking about how right now is grad season. And I look back on myself whenever I graduated, and I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do, where the Lord wanted me to go. I was completely lost. And honestly, I was a little bit scared. This video doesn't just apply to graduates, this can apply to you in every phase of your life. Because I know that from now until the Lord calls me home, there are times where I'm going to be confused, where I'm not going to know where the Lord wants me to be and what decision to make. So I really want to talk to you guys about how I navigated that and how the Lord helped lead me through that and what I did to kind of be where the Lord wants me to be. So, fun fact about me, I'm currently not in school, which would surprise a lot of people. Whenever I was graduating, I was stressing, trying to figure out, am I supposed to just dive headfirst into college? Am I supposed to take a break? And everybody around me was telling me what I was supposed to do. People like to do that a lot in our lives and in our decisions. Whenever you confide in somebody and you tell them what's going on, they like to give you their opinion and say, well, you should do this and you should do this. Don't listen to them. It took so much time and so much prayer for me to be able to finalize my decision. And the decision that I made brought me so much peace. I decided not to go straight into school. I decided to take a break and to slow down, to let God lead me. And that's exactly what He's done. So many opportunities have opened up for me to be able to sing. So many opportunities have opened up for me to be able to speak and to minister and to do what I want to do and follow the Lord and multiple days and every day of the week. It is a blessing. And I know that I made the right decision because I sat with the Lord. I prayed about it. Now, I'm not saying that you going to school is going to distract you from God, but personally, in my life, I felt like in my case it would have, because whenever it comes to school, honestly, I am a perfectionist. I want to do the best, I want to be the best, I want to achieve all of the things. And I can confidently say that if I would have gone straight into college and not built this firm relationship with the Lord, honestly, I probably would have focused more on school than my relationship with God. And some people are different. But you know what? I had so many people telling me, well, you're going to miss out. Like, you need to go to college. You need the exposure. You need to meet people. You need to do this. You need to do this. And they were telling me where I should be. But the Lord was telling me where I was supposed to be. So I had to tune everybody out and honestly put my foot down and say, hey, stop pressuring me. Let me make my own decision. Let me talk to God about where I'm supposed to be. And I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad that I was obedient instead of listening to the voices of everybody else, because sometimes people are not ready to dive into things and they allow the pressure of other people to force them into it. And like I said, this does not just apply to school. This applies on every aspect in your life, in your family, at your job, in your friendships. I mean, people are always going to pressure you. People are always going to make you feel like you're making the wrong decision. But the thing is that as long as it's okay with you and the Lord, everything's going to work out exactly the way that it's supposed to. And I'm not going to say that the devil's not going to bring you anxiety, because he will. He's going to try to pull you away from what God wants you to do. You're going to have that doubt. But the thing is that whenever you obediently serve the Lord and you allow him to lead you, you're going to know that exactly where you're supposed to be. He's going to give you that confirmation. He gave me that confirmation. Now, will I go to school? Maybe so. If I don't, that's okay, because that's where the Lord wants me. Right now, I'm able to do things and to be able to serve Him with the job that I have. I'm able to go to church. I'm able to worship Him. It's a blessing. But the thing is that you're going to have to give up the things of the world. I missed out on the college experience. I missed out on the parties. I missed out on all the social gatherings and all the things that I was supposed to experience in college. Oh well, I would rather be where I am right now, having a one-on-one relationship with God, than doing what the world wants me to do. And there's some really good schools. I'm never going to knock anybody for going to college. I'm never going to say, oh, well, you just go to college party, because that's not how it is. But just me in my life, I just felt like the Lord was leading me away from that for the time being. There's amazing Christian schools, there's amazing public colleges, and there are so many opportunities, but you have to find out where the Lord wants you to be. So, like in your job, there's going to be a time in your life where you're presented with two different job opportunities. One is going to be an incredible pay, but you're not going to have as much time. You're going to have to sacrifice some time in church and with God and with your family and X, Y, and Z. And then there's going to be another job position that doesn't pay as much, but you get to be off on weekends, go to church with your family, spend time with, not be as stressed out. And 9 times out of 10, people are going to choose the first option. Why? Because it pays you more money. But the reality of it is, whenever you serve the Lord and you serve Him faithfully, He is going to provide for you. When you put yourself in a position where you can't have time to have a relationship with Him, to build up your family, to build up your church family, your work family, you're going to pull away from God. But the thing is that if you choose the job where you do have more time and you can serve Him faithfully, God is going to lead you. God has plans to prosper us. He does not have plans for us to fail. Everything that He has for us is so much greater than we could ever imagine for ourselves. So why would we choose to make the decision where, okay, I'm going to get more money, but I can't have a relationship with God or my family, over, okay, I'm going to make a little bit less money, but I'm going to be able to be happy, taken care of, provided for, led in every direction? Why would we choose the first option over the second option? Because that's human nature. But the thing is that we have to break out of this worldly cycle and we have to seek after the Lord. You have to trust in Him that He's going to provide, because He will. He'll provide the answers. He'll provide the guidance. He'll lead you exactly where you want, where He needs you to be, because He did the exact same thing for me. And like I say all the time, if He did it for me, He can do it for you too. So before you allow anybody to cloud your vision, to cloud your judgment, to cloud the plans that the Lord has for you, go to Him first. Pray to Him first. Ask Him for guidance first. It's important to confide in others, but you have to make sure that those people have your best intentions in mind. That they are strong, godly people that say, I want what the Lord has for you and I want you to be happy. Not, you need to go to school because if you don't go to school, you're not going to be successful. Do you know how many times I've heard that in my life? And I've cried. I've cried so many times, but it's with you need to choose this job because it pays you more. But in your spirit, the Lord's telling you not to, but you're listening to these people on the outside. You need to do what God is leading you to do. And how do you know that God's leading you to do it? Because you spend time in your Bible and you pray. And guess what? Even if you make the wrong decision right now, you're going to end up exactly where you're supposed to be, because the Lord has a divine plan. And we, as long as we follow Him, are going to be where He wants us. Before our lives are over, we're going to adapt millions of times. We're going to be put in so many different situations in our lives. We're going to be tested, our patience, our faith. But the thing is that whenever you draw closely to God, God can draw closely to you and He can lead you where you're supposed to be. I'm not saying that we're not going to go through things. I'm not saying that we're not going to be confused, because the Lord knows just how confused I was whenever I was going to graduate or make these big life-changing decisions. He will lead us exactly where we're supposed to be. So find peace in that. The Lord can bring that peace. I've talked about that so many times recently, is the peace that God brings us. I know the Lord's going to provide for me, and I know that all things are going to work together for good because I serve the Lord. I'm so grateful to be able to talk about this to you guys. I feel like it's a huge topic in everybody's lives. I know that it still is sometimes a huge topic in mine. And I'm grateful if you've reached this point in the video. I'm grateful that you're here, and I'm grateful that you listened. And if you have anything that you wish to share, please share that with me, because maybe, just maybe, in my little brain, I can help you guys out a little bit, kind of give you, I'm not, you first go to, pray first to the Lord, and then tell me what you got going on. But share it, talk about it, with godly people who have your best intentions in mind. I know I have y'all's best intentions in my mind because I care about you guys. You guys are so important, and the Lord loves you so much, and He's so proud of you, no matter what decision that you make, as long as you make it with the Lord. I don't know what else to say because I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's one of those things where it's like whenever you get it, you get it. And you can put it so simply because it makes sense, you know? It's one of those easier said than done things, but I'm grateful I had time to record this video today, and I'm grateful my voice didn't go out too much. I love you guys so much, and I promise that I'll see you so soon.